In old Irish law, our ancestors knew the wisdom of community. And they also knew that if the bees went, well, the rest of us were going too. So the law was that if you got a hive, that you had 3 years free and clear, right? And after the 3 years, anytime your bees encroached and took, pollen, nectar from a neighbour's garden or land, it was the same as any domestic animal going in and, having grazing, basically. So you had to pay compensation. But the way that our ancestors kind of dealt with this, and I don't know if it was set up this way or very clever planning, or whether it was just, common sense, and this is how we make it work, was that after the 3 years, you had to give the first swarm out of your hives to the neighbour whose land was most grazed on by your bees, right? So that was the first thing. So your neighbour started keeping bees then, if they didn't already. And with this, what it meant was the bees actually spread through communities. So everybody ended up keeping bees. And at that point then, when everybody had bees, it was basically felt that the grazing was kind of cancelled out. So the fairest thing was that nobody had to pay grazing compensation. So in this way, the bee populations grew, obviously were well cared for, were free to roam, were not restricted. And also the entire community ended up keeping bees. So there you go, a little Irish wisdom from the ancestors around beekeeping. If you want more absolutely amazing resources from the Irish Pagan School, go to irishpagan.school/free. And you've got like a year's worth of free content there. Okay, slán.